Board the plane, it's summertime, sun is shining, it's bright. Breezy skies, cool and calm, take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe so mellow, airwaves sing like cello. Sandy beaches we fly, coastal airways, oh my. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near, feel the love in the air. Arms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Soaring high, wings of steel, under stars it's surreal. Dreams are real in the sky, coastal airways fly by. Reggae beats in my ears, miles away, no more fears. Lay back, count all the stars, flying free, no more bars. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near, feel the love in the air. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near, feel the love in the air. Palms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Arms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Board the plane, it's summertime, sun is shining, it's bright. Breezy skies, cool and calm, take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe so mellow, airwaves sing like cello. Sandy beaches we fly, coastal airways, oh my. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near, feel the love in the air. Arms are swaying.
Runway 12 right. Runway 17. Notice to air mission.
What's going on, folks?
Runway 422 closed.
Well, what is going
Hazardous
on
weather
there?
Information for Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport area available.
All right, that's done. Welcome aboard the FSBN channel. My name is Jason, and we're going to rock and roll here. We've got a flight to do from Minneapolis, St. Paul, over down to Columbus, and it's been a hectic day for me. I just got in the house, like maybe 20 minutes ago, so it's been flying for me. So welcome aboard. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us on a Friday night. Hopefully your week went well and all that good stuff. Today we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be finishing up. We got basically two more legs. This leg and the next leg is back home to where are we going? Where's home? I don't even know where it is. Westchester. That's where home is. Westchester. Anyway, hopefully you had a good week. If you're new and you're wondering what it's really three things. Learn something, have fun, and do it right. You are in the right place. We are flying the MD-80, And I think the next flight, we're going to be in 2024 in the MD-83. I tested it today. It seemed pretty good. I didn't do a flight, but I will do that tomorrow as we fly them back home tomorrow night. And that's it. So let's get going. Without any further ado, they have a game tomorrow. Now, they flew this flight 2 days ago, I believe, right after the game they played. So I wanted to delay it, or a day ago. I wanted to delay it because of, our Friday night flights. And we have Minneapolis is online right now, so that's good. Everybody's checking in. Let me tune in myself to say hi to everybody. And we'll get going. If you are on the chat, say hi. Let us know in the chat where you're from and who you are and all that good stuff. Let me just log in really quick and see if we can't get this show on the road as we go. If I can see it, it would be awesome. There we go. Let's see. All right, Ja, what's going on? He's checking in. We have Steve. How are you? And Steve says, reggae beats in my ears, FSBN on the screen, some killer Mexican food, and a lot of caffeine next to me. Life is good. That's right. I finally got the runway advisory system, or whatever, working in the 737-8. Yes, man, I feel like it's a game changer. It is. It's a great program. We use it at Coastal. And if you're not familiar with Coastal Airways, we're a virtual airline that simulates to the max, basically real world, everything. You name it, we do it. All right, so I've got Cliff ready running the flows. Let's go ahead and call for the fuel. I'm going to get the fuel loaded already on the aircraft. The airplane came in broken. I think it's going to leave broken. We do have an MEL, and that MEL should have been fixed, but it didn't get fixed for some dumb reason. I don't know why. You can see the tech log. We've got deferred items. Oh, it did get fixed. So it fixed. Good. It was the GPWS. You can see it right there. It's been repaired. And we're done. So the GPWS is good. I knew it had to be fixed today. It was only it was a category A MEL, which means that we had to fix the thing today. All right, let's go and get some gas on the aircraft. Let's go to aircraft services. We're going to GSX. We're going to say request refueling. Now I'm going to request the catering services first, and then we'll do the fueling. I've got my paperwork right here, and we're going to do the Air Culinaire worldwide, and we'll get that going. Delta is doing our, I said Gate Gourmet. That's all right. Sorry, I looked at the wrong one. My bad. And then of course, can Coastal afford a max 8? No, sir, we can't. Not right now, at least. All right, so the dad joke of the day. You guys want to hear it? I had a job in a calendar factory, but I got sacked for taking a couple of days off. It's pretty good. I like that one. You got fired for taking a couple of days off. That's pretty funny. All right. That's right? All right, we're done with that noise. Let's get going here, guys. All right, paperwork like always. I'm going to put this up. You know what? I forgot to put this online. I forgot. I have been just flying around, and I'm going to post this. Guys, want to see what's on the menu tonight? I do have a menu, so we'll flash the menu up there, and you guys can see what we're going to have. And I'd like to, in the chat, tell me what you want to eat and what you would have. Here, let's go here. I got that pulled up. I'll get that pulled up. That's done. Paperwork is good. Let's go ahead and here. And I will look for the proper documentation. I'm actually going to take you through the release or the OFP with me today, just because, to be honest, I didn't have time. I've been really flying around this week. So, I mean, like I said, 40 minutes ago, I walked in the door. Work and everything else was crazy. So, I'm trying to get our stuff that we need. So I'm going to go to files. Let's go down to, and we don't have a lot of time, so I'm looking at 45 minutes before we get the heck out of here. Actually, no, it's about 30 minutes now, guys, so I want to get out of here in about 30 minutes or so. So I don't want to spend too much time on the ground. because I just don't. All right, we're doing March. That is this month. Today is the 14th. So I'm going to open that in Notability. We'll get that open. I'll click import. We're going to go ahead and put that in our March. Import. Open the node. Okay, that opens that. All right, here we go. I'm going to put this on the screen. You guys tell me what you'd like to eat tonight. This is what we got. We're going Minneapolis, Columbus, Friday, March 14th. Meals provided by Spoon and Stable. It's actually a restaurant in Minneapolis that has, it's like converted an old staple. It's pretty cool. Roasted cauliflower, that's cool. Bison tartare, that'd be interesting. Hamachi, and we got some salad there. Entrees, ravioli, that looks good. Icelandic cod, pork chops, Dorothy's pork pot roast. And we got some sides of creamy spinach and Brussels sprouts. And that's what we've got to have. I'll put this up and on throughout the night. Take a screenshot of that. Sean, how are you? He laughs. How do fathers keep track of their kids? In a database. It's pretty good. That's pretty good too. I like it. All right. So there is our paperwork. Now, guys, I've got to try to put this up so you guys can see this before the flight. That's kind of what I'm going to do in maybe I'll put it in the Discord channel. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to do it for members or we do it for everybody, but we'll see. It's probably an everybody thing because it's going to be public. So I'll throw it up there. Anyway, that's what we've got. The entrees look great. Boy, that pork chop looks good too. I might have one of those raviolis deals. Egg yolk, kale. Sounds good. All right. With that, I'm going to go ahead and get the paperwork rolling. So stand by on the paperwork. That's coming. It's coming next. All right. We've got our PDF. No, yes. All right, folks. Come over here, and I'm going to open in Notability. We're going to put it in March. I'll go ahead and import that. There's a lot going on. Just a lot of paperwork to do. Good. Let's get the fuel truck going. Let's just do this OFP together, and we'll do it briefly. All right, here we go. Flight 5800. That's us today. We're jet plan number 8119. We have correct 8. We're going out of MSP, going into Columbus. The proposed flight time, about an hour 29 minutes altogether. Once we're airborne, 56 minutes. Not too bad. Taxi out be 20. Taxi in about 8. We got additional fuel for turbulence, and our bag load is right there. We already loaded it. We are in the correct airframe. That's a big deal. Make sure the nose matches the tail, and it does for us. It's an MD-83. Capacity is 60. ATOG 149.0. No alternate stay. We have beautiful weather. It is 815 feet when we land in Columbus, and we're looking at our route of flight is right here. Good, and we got winds at 61. We're looking at that, and flight level 350. I'll make sure that's good to go, and I'm going to do that right now with you guys. We're looking at weights, takeoff weight of 131.2. And if it seems like I'm trying to go fast, I am. I'm trying to go fast. I'm trying to go speed here without sacrificing safety, because we got to get going here. 77.77 350. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we can do it. That's key to these. I've got a chart right here that I look for. So we're looking at 131. So if I go to my chart and I go 130, we can go up to 350, but no longer than that, or no higher than that. 350 is at the max altitude. We can go at this weight, which is about 131. So I'm going to elect to go 2,000 lower than that, all right? Then we're going to go 330. All right, 330.70. Everybody remember that. 330 is what we're going to expect. I'm going to drop that down. I'm just going to go ahead and change this to 330. Sometimes it doesn't work out. That one doesn't. So, all right, so we're going to do the next bit is MEL items are none. Good, we got that fixed. We don't have any alternates and routes. 9.8. We're looking at minimum takeoff of 18.5. Minimum plan 21. We're to maximum plan at 21. Arrival fuel 10.4. Hour 40. We've got 0 fuel weight in there. Takeoff weights in there. Landing weights in there. Everything is matching and under what we need. 2970 when we land. I'll put that on there. I'll put that on there. And we're going to scroll all the way down. And we're going to take a look. Top climb is 2:10:61. So anything under that or over, like this one, we're going to Cyber's the first one we're going to do. All right, and that's our numbers. 225 at 66. Then we got that check. That's check. That is checked. That is not. Jot is the next one we got to write down. 240. That's the next one we got to write down. 240, 59, 240 at 50, that's okay. 51's okay. Brian's okay. That's 40, 40, 40, 40. The rest is good. So we're going to go ahead and mark Cyber, JOT, and a Moper. And those are 3 legs that we're going to have to work with. All right, I'm going to slide down here. Let's get to the NOTAMs really quick. I'm going to go through these NOTAMs. What sim pilot goes through their NOTAMs? All right, NOTAMs. We have arrivals. That's good. Fine there. Fine there. ILS localizer 10 amended. So some cranes. Temporary crane. Runway 10 left. Okay, that's good. Close and wingspan's more, but that doesn't matter for us. Taxiway D3 whip, heavy equipment. Heavy equipment on the south side. They're doing some construction, it looks like. Good. Aren't they always doing construction? I think. They're always doing construction. Takeoff minimums do not apply. Nav ILS 28 left. Glide path unusable. That's 28 left. Thank you. Got that. Some taxiways that are closed. RMP Zulu amended 0.3. We have a beautiful day in Columbus right now, folks. Just marking through taxiway closures. Wingspans more than 118 feet. Doesn't apply to us. Good. Good. I think the MD-80 wingspan is 100. It's like 98 feet or something like that. I forgot. I got to look. We're good there. Company NOTAMs are issued, and MSP looks good on those. 422 closed, 30 minutes prior. We'll check and see what they're landing. Glide path unusable. That's runway 12 right. 118. Gosh, there is a lot going on here. It always is like this. Some amended SIDS. I'm really looking for any issues with closures or runway issues. These amendeds will be good to go. On SIGMETs, we have a couple here. One's coming in. We've got some weather coming in to Minneapolis, folks, so we got to get the heck out of here. Convective SIGMET. So we've got a thunderstorm approaching, so I'm kind of trying to get out of here, and the thunderstorms are right here right now. I think we'll beat it, but I kind of want to leave. You could see they've got occasional cumulonimbus 37 embedded, and it's approaching this direction. It's coming up. So we need to get the heck out of Dodge pretty quickly. Some turbulence forecasted. We should be good on that. The ride looked pretty good. Not too bad. At 330, and we're done. We're done with that paperwork. I'm going to shift it over here. Get to your comments. Say hi to everybody. Let's see here. ST, I got that. Steve wants bison, tartar, pork chop, and Brussels sprouts. That's good. Good evening, Captain. Hope the week was good. What food is a man's best friend? A corn dog. That's pretty funny. I like it. That was a pretty good one, too. All right, back to this. Let's go ahead and click refueling. I don't think we did so yet. Refueling is requested. Nope. We're going to get the fueling on, and then we're going to get boarding. So let's get boarding going as well, and we're going to start this thing. He did his flow already. I'm going to do mine. All right, we got 6 lights on. Done, done. That's good. And let's drop into the MSP. We're looking at MSP centers online. ATIS 138.358. I'll jack this up just a little bit. 138.358. 138. That can't be. 135. 135. Sorry. 135.3. I was going to say, that doesn't make any sense. 135.3, 1, 2, 3, 135.350. There you go. We'll flip it over and let's listen.
Caution. Birds near Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. Read back, hold short instructions and assigned altitude. All aircraft taxi with transponder and altitude encoding on. Advise on initial contact. You have information echo. Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport arrival information echo 2253 Zulu. Wind 160 at 10, gusts 19er. Visibility 10. Ceiling 20,000 overcast. Temperature 23. 2.9er. Altimeter 2910. Visual runway 12 right approach in use. Visual runway 12 left approach in use. Final approach over noise sensitive area. Notices to air mission. Runway 422 closed. Hazardous weather information for Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport area available ATC frequency by request. Caution. Birds near Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. Read back, hold short instructions and assigned altitude. All aircraft taxi with transponder and altitude encoding on. Advise.
All right, I'm looking for center now, 133.40. 133.40, that's in.
285, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Oh, my microphone decided not to work. Hang on just a minute. Gotta love it.
Delta 3678, Minneapolis Center, good evening.
Come on, Cheech, work for me. Let's try it one more time.
Delta 3678 approved.
Really? Dude. Okay, I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to reconnect. So give me a second on the reconnection. So I got to really pull in vPilot here really quick, get it done. Sometimes the audio doesn't pick up on the mic, and it just tends not to do great. All right, let's try this again. Check, check, it works now. Sometimes if you shut it off, turn it on, it's good. I just realized Jason is a southpaw. I sure am. How did you know that? Because my chicken scratch? Yes, I am a southpaw, unfortunately. 133.40. It sucks. Being a left-hander, terrible. But I do everything right-handed. Like all sports, I play right-handed except for hockey, goaltender, which is interesting because that's... all right, he's doing his thing. We're getting the fuel on the aircraft right now. We're looking at a few thousand pounds in the center, not too much. And I got to give him a call. That's the wrong one. Minneapolis Center, Riptide 5800, looking for a PDC over at Minneapolis.
Lufthansa 435, radar contact 34 miles south.
All right, MD-83, it's a 219. We've got Iraq is in there from 20 March to March 20. Everything else looks good. Let's go and flip this in there. Reference airport. I don't know, did they hear me? Kilo MSP. Minneapolis St. Paul. We'll dump that in there, and I don't think it'll be the gate, but we're in Fox 9 today. throw that gate in there.
Riptide,
It does.
5800 Minneapolis Center. Good evening. PDC sent. Wasn't sure if the MDA had that capability.
Yeah, we'll take a look.
Delta 1564, wind 160 at 10 gust 1.
Okay, guys, here we go. We've got the
left,
appropriate clearance. I'm just going to go ahead and verify everything. We got call sign 5800, equipment MD-83L, departure MSP, destination. We got route MSP, Zimbro. I have planned that as an RNAV. That's fine. Zimbro to ODI, Jet 30, wet, Jet 64, wheat. FWA, Brennan, Dublin 1, altitude 350, squawk 2466, and we'll amend the altitude to 33,000, you guys. We'll call them when we get airborne. We'll just give them a call. Climb via SID, maintain 7,000 feet. Okay, 133.4, we'll expect runway 12 center. Okay, that's all written down. I'm good to go. We'll cancel that. And let's drop in here. We've got a couple of things here with F9, and that pulled that in. That was really nice. We'll go ahead and select that. We'll go to route. And the co-route, we're just going to dump this in the scratch pad, and we're going to go Kilo CMH, aren't we? Just got to make sure I get that right. I think it's CMH. It is CMH. You never know. I've got to, like, double check it. We're going to go 1-2 right on the departure, so... What I'll end up doing is arrival departure. We're going to departures. We're going to go 1-2 right first, and then we're going to go ahead and throw in the Zimbro. Zimbro 7. I'm glad he asked that. ODI transition. I think that's the case, but let's find out. I'll look at my sim brief. Gosh, all these alerts coming through. ODI transition it is. All right, so we're good on that. We'll click the route page. We're coming in, and then we're going to go to the arrival page. And our arrival is at Dublin 1 with the Brian transition. Don't know on the landing run. We're just going to hold on that for a minute. We'll click route, activate. We're going to execute. We'll go to pref. And then 0 fuel weight, guys, is 111.1.
I have had some reports of
zero fuel weights in
moderate
there.
to severe turbulence over around the Sioux City.
All right, yeah, that's to the west of us. We're good because of that convection coming. Our fuel, we're putting in scheduled fuel of 21.0, and we're going to go /normal on that. We'll put that in there right there on the fuel schedule, and then reserves. It's our standard reserves today, so we're going to go 6,000 on the reserves, 35 on the cost index, cruise altitude 330. We'll lock that in right there, and our cruise altitude, cruise wind, is going to be 210 at 61. We'll throw that in there with an altitude of negative 56.
Radar contact.
Throw that there. Click takeoff. Hold on that. Let's go over here.
Delta 1564.
Right. Request
Roger,
boarding.
Turn right, direct Waterloo. Maintain 7,000.
All right, now from that performance coming in, we've got Kilo MSP. It is dry. The winds are... I'll go back to my paperwork. Let's look at that. Winds are 160 at 10. You know, you notice it's coming from the south. That's because that storm front's coming in. Low pressure's coming in, so it's bringing all that wind in, that counterclockwise rotation. So we expect once that wind shifts, it'll shift to the northeast as that thing passes. The northwest, excuse me, as it passes over. We're going to go 10. Outside air temperature was approximately 23 degrees. Nice and warm there. Runway is going to be 12 right. Right there. I just verified that. 12 right. Whoop. I'll put that in. And we got that flap. Flap is going to be 11 right there. We'll call flap 11, and we're looking at QNH is 2910. Nice low pressure. I wonder why. We got a low pressure coming. That's why. Anti-ice is off. Packs are going to be on today. We're looking at a takeoff weight of approximately 0 fuel. Takeoff weight, I said 131.2. All right, takeoff weight 131.2, calculate it. Takeoff not allowed. Weight exceeds maximum weight. What in the... All right, hold on just a minute. Let me look at the runways really quick.
3257,
1, 2,
flight turbulence, right for the waypoint.
1, 2 right.
Hello.
1, 2 right. All right, there's no way that's possible. There's something wrong here.
Weather that I gave you.
Takeoff not allowed. Plane weight exceeds. There's no
Negative.
way.
Roger.
1, 2
It's
right.
been about 30 seconds.
That's a 10,000-foot runway.
Weather report of what was coming up and silent.
What?
Sorry about that. That was 3257. We're just really intrigued in our YouTube.
Not the first time. Delta 2313, descend and maintain 4,000.
All right, guys, hold on here. What in the freak is going on? That's not going to do it, but this is weird. We got MSP drive runway 160 at 10. Sure, 12 right. Outside air temperature 23. Flaps are optimum. QNH, wow. Wow, 131.2, and we are weight restricted on a 10,000-foot runway. What? That doesn't seem... Our ATOG was 149. What in the blazes is going on here? We have not exceeded anything. 131. I'm on takeoff. I'm not on landing. Okay, hold on. It's a head scratcher. I'm not lying.
Signal
It's a head
aircraft,
scratcher.
arrive latest Foxtrot, departure ATIS uniform current at Minneapolis. Minneapolis altimeter 2908. Information Zulu
Shoot,
current
it's
at
going
Omaha.
down.
The Omaha altimeter 29er.
We got to get the heck out of here. Off, packs on, go. Packs off, go. What in the green? 1-2 left. I'm at MSP. I'm not going crazy. I'm not going crazy. But it seems like I'm going crazy. There's something wrong.
Flight level 340.
Something's amiss. All right, what we're going to do is take off performance. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do our sim brief here, folks. And I'm just going to click populate from last flight. We're going to do 1-2 right. What did he say? 1-2, yeah, 1-2 right. I'm a little perplexed here. 1-2 right. Optimum weight's in there. We're going to disable. I'll enable flex temp. We'll hit calculate. And we've got a good number right there. 146, 141, 133. I don't know what is going on with this. I don't know what's going on, you guys. I have no idea what is the issue. It should populate no problem. We are in pounds. Yeah. I just want to make sure we're in pounds. Let's look at our performance here. That is in pounds. 131. No. And it keeps dropping. I'm going to say this thing is jacked. That's 1-2 left, so let's change it to 1-2 right here. Winds 1-6 here at 10. It is dry. You guys, what is going on? All right, I'm going to discontinue this. We're going to use this. I've got good numbers all the way across. You know, knowing the aircraft performance, that's why you need to know your machine. There's no way we rate restricted on this runway. Not with these conditions. There's just no way. 131, we're looking at 139, 141, 146, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to verify a couple of things. Gross rate 132. That's all good. 0 fuel weights in there. That's all good on my FMC.
Delta 2313.
That's set.
you're
Gross rate
gonna be turning off anymore.
132. I'm going to throw this in here. 141. 100 and put my numbers in. 139. Sorry,
Delta
139.
2313. If you don't have the airport in sight yet, just continue the right turn heading 090.
6. Okay, just to let you guys know what I just did is that we put in 139, 141, 146. I put those numbers in there. I have no idea why it would do something like that and why it wouldn't calculate right. Ident's good. That's all in there. Performance is good. That's in there.
Flight level 300.
All right, we're going to step down through our departure.
Delta
SimBrief says we're good.
radar
I'm going to stick with that,
contact
okay? All right, we're going to go on runway 12 right. It says non-DME equipped aircraft. That doesn't matter to us. DME equipped aircraft. Assign heading 060 clockwise to 100. Okay, so we might get that heading. 138 on the heading to jet it. So you can see, let's go to our legs page and let's do this together. All right, the first vector is going to be jet it. And I'm just going to kind of get out of there and just kind of a head scratcher for me. I don't understand what
Delta
is going on.
3678. Are you flying with Delta 285?
It's baffling to me, folks. I just don't understand why it would do that. So it was kind of weird. Just want to make sure
Will they be back?
we're in flat. We've got pounds. We're good there. It's so weird.
The reason I ask is because they disconnected right before wanting to descend to your altitude.
Okay, we're going to go to
And I don't exactly want
charts,
coming back just in a random
MSP.
spot.
I'm going to walk you through this as I look at the SID, and we're doing the
United 2328, Chicago's offline, radar service terminated, frequency change for
Zimbro departure. I'll go ahead and throw this on.
Delta 2313, wind 1207, runway 12 right.
So there is the charts. We got Jetted. I'm going to call it out. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. We got Jetted, Zimbro, then ODI. And then from there, I'll look at my flight plan. I wonder if you guys can see the flight plan. If we can pull the OFP up for you. You guys can see it. You can see it on
Minneapolis Center, Delta 1484, requesting person start.
Okay.
Delta 1484, Minneapolis Center, push onto Alpha, approved for 12
Okay,
right.
you ready? Here we go. We've got
Person approved, 12 right, Delta 1484.
well, you're not going to see it on here because, well, you will actually. We got ODI, the top of climbs coming up. Then we've got Cyber. You had Cyber up there. Yeah, Cyber's right there. And then we've got coming in after Cyber. We'll go next page for me. I've got Bribe, and then Cotton, Jot, Moper, and then Wheat. Then next page, we've got FWA, Brian, Chowder, iCal, Mel's. You won't see this either because it's on the Dublin 1 at this point. We started at Brian, Chowder, iCal. Go ahead and throw that on there for you on the charts as well so you guys can see the arrival as I go through the arrival. And yes, this is, you know, part and parcel of what you got to do as a pilot, right? You just can't trust, oh yeah, it's good. you actually got to go through it. And that's a big deal, all right? We want to make sure that we're good vertically and laterally. We got Brian set, Chowders, iCal, Mel's, and from there,
3678, so,
Dublin,
they had some flight performance issues with that plane.
Zelen,
She's going to be back at flight level 280 about my level.
Madzi, and then from there, we don't know. And that's vectors. So I'm good. Are you guys good with that? I'm good with all that. Route data's coming in. We're good. Legs page coming in really quick. And let's go ahead and get the paperwork pulled up. I'm ready to go here, folks. Almost there. Almost there. We'll run our checklist and we'll be rolling. All right, we've got top climb. Don't worry about that. Cyber is our first waypoint that I'm going to do, we're going to click route data, and we're going to go to cyber, which was right there, and we're going to put a 225 at 66. 225 slant 66. I fat fingered that. 225 slash 66. I'd have you look at that and say verify. You'd say verify. We'd enter that. And then we're to come over here. We got bribe.
318.
Nope, no worries there. Jot is the next one. We've got 234.55. 234 slash 55. I'm going to put that in there. I'd say confirm. You would say yes. And then we got Moper at 240 at 64.
Delta 1484. Runway 12 right.
I'd say confirm.
Taxi
You'd
via
say
Alpha.
yes. We'll execute.
Cross
We'll
runway 4 at
go.
Alpha,
We are
and
done with the route data.
uniform.
Legs page is good. We're good to go, folks. Let's run the checklist. Let's get in there.
Leave November cross information to Foxtrot, I guess maybe uniform.
We get to your comments.
Alpha and then cross runway 4, Delta 1484.
Thibs, what's up? Hey, Jason, are
Foxtrot
using same intentions, a new
arrival,
feature that's coming at the end of the month,
departure
being,
We got it.
yeah, no. I'm not. QNH was set wrong. It's 20 instead of 29. Ooh, maybe that did it. Did you catch that, Steve? Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. 20.08. That's why. That is exactly
Delta
why.
285.
Good catch, man.
You're still radar contact.
How about
at about
2.9er
50 miles northeast of
decimal
Green Bay,
10?
flight level 280.
How's that?
Uh,
That's what was doing
what
it.
airport
I
would you
know
like
it was
for
doing it.
Diversion.
Bing! There it is. Thank you, buddy. We got flaps. I'm going to set the flap at 11. Just going to verify. We even got the numbers already, but just going to plug this in just in case. Thank you. I appreciate it. And this, you know, guys, this is why I have you watch. This is why you should be paying attention to what I do, because I could screw up.
Delta 285.
Just like that.
Roger.
So thank you, Steve. Great catch. Good job, man.
International Airport.
You know, this is a team effort.
via
And we got to get this
present
airplane.
direct,
Our goal is to
maintain
get this
flight level
airplane on the
280.
ground, you know, safely. That's our goal. That's our main primary purpose of every flight, even in the sims. That's what we want. Take off. I'm just going to go ahead and change that down to 133, because I'd rather a lower V1 than a higher V1, just because that gives us a little more time to stop. We're going to do 47 on the cell temp. That's cool. Trim. I think it was like 16 something here. 130. Let's see here. Trimmed out. 16.6.
Delta 285.
I can hear the weather
Turn
coming.
left heading
OFP out of
260,
date.
proceed
That's
direct Minneapolis
not
Airport
right.
when able.
That ain't right at all. Okay, let's go into this. I will do a flex temp really quick. We'll go down to flex. It's pretty gusty, so I mean we could hold off on that, but we're not too heavy. We'll just see. It's gusting what, 20, 19. It's all right. All right, let's go up here. I'm gonna just double check the work here. Normal. We'll set that. That's 0. That's on. That's coming in. That's good. It should show there. Good. Let's go ahead and get that offline. That's on. Fuel pump's off. That's off. Lights are on. Seatbelts coming on. Anti-ice is on. One pump is on here. That's good. We're going to run the APU. We're going to get this airplane rolling here. APU's coming online.
Minneapolis Center.
Normal. Set here. That's clear.
Delta
Off.
1484, wind
Okay, we're going to land with...
runway heading, runway 12 right, cleared for takeoff.
So runway heading, runway 12 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1494.
815. All right, so that's about right. Still 815, and then we're landing with 2970 estimated. That could change. All right, 2970 set. That's good.
Radar
That's good.
contact, 80 miles
Doors
east of
are
South, flight level
unlocked for now.
430.
Wipers are off. Actually, I'm going to lock them. And then coming up on the overhead, off. That was checked.
Delta
He did all this
1564,
stuff. Cockpit is
Chicago's
on.
offline, radar service
Good,
terminated,
good.
Change proof.
Coming down through here. Good.
Change proof. Good night.
Full that. We got a blue light. We're good there on that. APU's coming online. All right, we're going to do 140. What did we say? 146. 146 on the altitude. I mean, on the speed. The altitude's 7,000. Oh, you little bugger. So how do you do this? You just got to click this and then tab it down. So, you little stink. So, we gotta go down to 0. Sorry, and then I'll bring it up to 1,000. 6,000, 7,000. There you go. Arm. Flight director's on. Flight director's on your side. That looks good. That's already tested. That's done. This is checked. 0 fuel weight is good. Coming across down here. Speed brake, flaps are good. That's set down. That is already checked. We're going to go ahead and set this to flap 11. This is our dial-a-flap. We are running slightly behind schedule. Bummer. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. All right, we're doing CG 16.6. That's set. 11 is set. We'll check this. Suitcase handle. Both sides. Looks good. Same with here. Then down. Then click. And we're looking at a squawk code of, hopefully you guys write the squawk down.
Delta 1484 heavy, radar contact.
I thought I did.
2,000 climbing 7,000, Delta 1484.
Delta 1484 heavy, roger. Proceed direct Dells.
2466, I think. 2466. Let's go ahead and check that.
Dells.
2466. Raj. All right, guys, we're good to go. 2466. Standby. We're good there. That's good. That's good. Takeoff armed. Armed. Takeoff now armed. All right. Zeroed. We're done. Okay, guys, let's run the checklist and let's rock and roll.
Thank you.
Ready to go. Pull that. We're good. All right, let's go ahead and give him a call. Pre-start check below the line. Pre-start check below the line. He's not going to hear me. Are we ready for the departure brief, sir?
Go ahead. No questions.
Okay, good. Pre-start check below the line. It's not hearing me. So let me see what we can do here. I'm gonna restart him. I'm sorry, guys. I think he got it kind of messed up when the mic disconnected.
Go ahead. No questions.
Pre-start check below the line.
Covers and pins.
Removed.
Aircraft log and documents.
Checked on board.
Altimeters.
29.09 set.
Direct Dells.
Set and checked.
Fuel, oil, hydraulic quantities.
No, I'm asking, did you clear us to climb higher?
Oh, yep, I did. Delta 1484 heavy, climb and maintain flight level 410.
410, Delta 1484, thanks.
Checked.
0 fuel weight.
Set.
TRP.
47, takeoff flex.
Stabilizer.
Decimal 6, set.
Flaps takeoff selector.
Stowed.
Speed bugs.
Set.
Pre-start check below the line completed.
Thank you. All right, let's do before start check. Before start check.
Parking brakes.
Set.
25.
Doors.
Radar contact 60 miles east of the Hallock VOR. Flight level 345.
Closed.
Squawk.
Startup and pushback
240.
clearance.
Received. Received. Approved. Approved. There it goes.
Before start check completed, ready for engine start.
All right, you guys, let's go. We're rocking and rolling. Just going to write my fuel load really quick. We've got 9250 over 9250, and we're looking at 2450, which gives us a total fuel of 20.9. A little short, about 100 pounds short, but that's okay. We have like 10,000 to go. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm moving back. All right, let's call GSX. Let's get a push, and we're rocking and rolling. Finally. Do you want to start engines? No, I don't. All right, you guys. So we're going to go 12, the runway. Give you just a quick takeoff brief while they hook us up. We're going to push back. We're going to go to the nose to the right this time. Probably get a alpha, maybe alpha down to alpha 10, and then we're going to go 12 right. So we have plenty of runway to work with, and that's good to go. All right, let's get to your comments. Q&H, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was way too low. Chris, how are you? Welcome aboard, my friend. Hopefully you had a good day and good week. By the way, I'm supporting Delta right here. This tie is the Delta Centennial tie. It's they're celebrating 100 years this year. So congratulations to Delta and all the flight crews and everybody and all the employees that work there on a job well done for 100 years. That's a lot. That says a lot for an airline. I saw this tie in Long Beach, and I was like, man, I got to have one of these ties. They're pretty snappy. So I got one. I was like, man, let's do it. Cool tie. I like it. It's pretty cool. I can wear it normally when I do this, so I'm just supporting the Delta staff today as we get this going. And we should be good to go here, folks. Let's go ahead and push. Again, nose to the right, tail to the left. I want to go nose to the right, tail to the left. Here we go. Park brake's going to be released, and time is 03:53. So we're about 10 minutes behind schedule, which is not great, but that's okay. This is a charter. It's a no-no when you have the team on. If the team is online or on the aircraft already, brakes coming off, and we're rolling. Okay, coming back here, I'm going to go ahead and set our transponder on, and we're going. Whoa, the tug is going to throw me in the gate. What in the heck? Oh, there we go. That was weird, wasn't it? All right, Cliff, let's get going, buddy. I'll have him start the engine here in just a second. Right now. Man, I feel like
Minneapolis Center.
I feel like I'm rushing.
Lotus 9 Golf Whiskey, flight level 400, 12 south of Kicker.
I'm not rushing now, but it feels like I was. Because I was
Lotus
way
9 Golf
behind.
Whiskey,
I've been rushing
radar
since I got in the
contact,
door.
thanks for the position
Because I
report.
was late. I was like, oh, crap. I don't know if I'm going to get this done today.
Bloom 4 arrival.
Let's do it.
12 right transition, Minneapolis.
Start left engine.
29er.
Starting left engine.
All right, guys. We're going to start number
4, 12
left
right,
two,
9er 8, 9 Golf
Into
Whiskey.
oil pressure.
All right, we got the oil pressure. We're going to watch the EGT coming up. And I think the next flight, you guys, I'm going to try 2024.
Denver is offline. Radar service terminated.
N1.
Frequency change.
I see it. Start your clock. You just got the timer on right there. And we get 22. Here
Fuel on.
comes the fuel. Fuel's coming on. Looking for the light. There's the light. Watch the EGT.
Fuel flow. EGT. Left start valve closed.
Watching for a hung start or a hot start. There it goes. These JT8s fire pretty quick. And there it goes. Bang. There's the light. There's the rollback. Looking good on that one. All right, so I'm going to come on the overhead here. We're going to go ahead and just check
Stabilizing.
our left bus. That looks good.
Stabilized.
And we're going to go ahead and set our brakes. Start left engine. Oh, excuse me. Start right engine. I confused him. Start right engine.
Starting right engine. Right
It's
start
probably
valve
like, it's
open.
already started.
Into
And the reason
oil
why I'm
pressure.
starting both engines, it's just because we got a pretty short taxi. It's not too bad. We got to cross one runway here, and that's it.
N1.
All right, there's the N1 coming up 20%.
Fuel
21. Here comes the gas. Fuel's coming on. And let's check it out. There's the light. Boom.
Fuel flow. EGT. Right start valve closed.
Looking at the oil pressure. I'm watching the EGT when I do this. He can do an aborted start, so I can say abort start, and he'll shut down the engine, which is cool. There's rollback. We got 2 good starts. Right side's looking good. Now, last time I got in trouble doing this, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Stabilizing. Stabilized.
On the bus. Reset on the bus. All that looks good. All right, I'm going to come on the overhead now and do my flows. That's the trigger. All right, that's good, that's good. That's off. That's off. Those are on auto. Good, good, off, off. That's on, seatbelts, EMER lights. Good to go. Cockpit's off on the flood. All right, let's go ahead, come down here. We're going to go ahead and flap 11. On, coming across, on, off, and off. All right, let's run the checklist. After start check,
Ignition.
off,
Electrical loads.
checked,
Air conditioning supply.
auto,
Galley power.
on,
Ice protection panel.
off,
Pneumatic crossfeed valve levers.
closed,
Flight controls.
flight controls check completed. Flight controls check completed.
Hydraulic pumps and pressure.
On, checked, checked,
Annunciator panel.
checked,
Ground equipment.
removed,
All clear signal.
received,
Flaps, slats.
11 degrees set, set.
After start check completed.
We're clear on the left.
We are clear on the right.
Okay, taxi check. Taxi check.
Fuel heat.
Not required.
Flaps and slats.
11 degrees. Takeoff.
Beeper bugs and TRP.
Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
Set. No changes.
Takeoff briefing.
Performed.
ATC flight guidance systems and nav aids.
Set and checked.
FMS.
Pre-flight completed.
APU air and master switch.
Both off.
Brake temperature and pressure.
Checked.
Taxi check completed.
Thank you, kind sir. All right, you guys in the chat, let me just get to your chats before we go here. I didn't get my tie yet. Slow is smooth, snooze is fast, don't rush, man. I'm safe. You're right. We're not rushing now. We're good to go. I just wanted to get pushed. We did it safe, but we did it pretty darn quick. The only screw up I had was the pressure. There's a lot more I probably screwed up. All right, let's pop the brakes and let's go. Let's listen to those JTs as we start rolling here. All right, you guys, we're going to Delta. I'm just going to hold right now. I'm going to request a taxi. And I got my trusty pen and paper today because I'm going to do this really quick. Let's give him a call. Minneapolis Center, Riptide 5800 taxi.
Riptide 5800, runway 12 right, taxi via Delta, Alpha, cross runway 4 at Alpha. Advise you have information uniform.
Okay, 12 right, Delta, Alpha, we'll cross 4 at Alpha, and we do have the information on board. Okay, we got Delta and then Alpha, so we're going to make a left here as we come up, and then we're going to go straight down Delta, then Delta, and then Alpha. And I want to hit the wrong button. I'm just going to come over here, we'll check this, we'll go to charts. I'm just going to tap the brakes really quick, slow the aircraft down. Whoa, that was a pretty aggressive slow. All right, then we're going to go to taxi, MSP, and then we're going to go airport
Arch
information.
318, contact Cleveland
There.
Center, 119.87.
So we're right here, guys. We're going to go down Delta. Basically, Alpha will cross Alpha on this one, and we're rocking and rolling here. Feels good to be on the road, that's for sure. Once again, I had 2 days off. Not too bad.
3257, Denver's offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Chris, you didn't get your tie yet. Yeah, I love this tie, man. I'm a fan, big fan of it. All right, we've got Delta coming up, so that's our next one. We're going to make a right onto Delta. We're on Delta now. We're going to go ahead and do Delta, then Alpha, so it's going to be the second.
Southwest 1055, Minneapolis Center, runway
Right,
14
now I'm going to
right,
hold
taxi
here.
via
We've
Alpha
got
1, Alpha, Whiskey.
Delta.
You
There's
have information Zulu.
Bravo. It's not that one. It's the next right. Okay, we've got the wigwags up there, so you do not want to cross that runway. Here come my lights, because we are going to cross a runway coming up. You cleared us to cross. So we're going to be flipping over here, and we're going to turn on lights on. Bang, bang, because we're going right into, there's Alpha. We're going to take Alpha all the way down, and we'll cross on this runway. Verify nobody's coming in on this side. You look on your side, and you would say clear right, and I'm saying clear left. And we are on Alpha. We're going to cross 422 on Alpha. It's a big deal.
Offline, radar service terminated.
Runway incursions are no joke, you guys, especially at night. Visibility's low, so you can't really see much. It's important that you call out where we're going, and if you have the Navigraph charts, you can annotate the charts. So really cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw the lights off, but we'll keep the motors down, so we keep the lights extended. We just shut off the those motors actually have a limitation. They're right here on the wingtips, and I'll show you where they are. They're kind of hanging out. I don't know if you can see them at night, but yeah, they're right here. If you can see that little thing hanging out, there's a motor in there, and you can't extend and retract those a lot. So you want to make sure once they're retracted, you keep them out, and airflow is moving over them if you have the lights on, because it can get really hot. Those are halogen lights, I think. They're insane. All right, you guys, we're ready to rock and roll. Just ask FlexJet and Southwest about runway incursions. You're exactly right, man. It's crazy. It could be anywhere. It could be anybody and anything. I mean, that's it. All right, members in the chat, we're going to go with our chutes on here. Just a minute. I'll get the flight attendant seated. Is that a word? Sat?
Set.
What? Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. Lineup check.
Cabin.
Secured.
Windows.
Left side closed.
Right side closed. Annunciator panel.
Checked.
Ignition.
Set to Alpha.
Air conditioning supply.
Auto.
Transponder set to TARA. Takeoff clearance.
Received.
Lineup
Tag
check completed.
5800, wind 120 at 7. Flying runway heading. Runway 12 right, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, copy the winds. Clear for takeoff. 12 right. Riptide 5800, and we'll fly runway heading. Ow. If I keep
803,
going like this.
Radar service terminated. Frequency change.
Okay, looks good on my side. 12 right on the pavement. Here we go. Nice white turn. All right, we got runway heading coming in. It's going to be basically 120 on the heading.
Southwest 1045 is just keying up. Wind 230 at 6. Fly runway heading. Runway 14 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Right side coming in. Sorry, guys. Takeoff on the FMA. 22 right is set. Here we go. You guys ready? Hold on just a minute. Ready.
Ready. Timing.
Okay, he's got the timer. We're going. We're going to bring him up to about 1.4 on the EPR. And then we're going to go ahead and engage the auto throttle. So it's going to take a few seconds to go. There's 3. There's 4. Auto throttle's engaged. And here we go. Takeoff thrust is set. We got clamp coming up here. We got clamp. Check. It's basically throttle hold.
80
Check
knots.
that center line cross check.
V1.
We're go.
Rotate.
There we go. Nice and smooth, nice and easy rotation. All right, there we go. Positive rate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. 20 degrees. Let's get that nose up
Pilatus
there.
9 Golf Whiskey, advise you have Foxtrot. Back to visual 1
Back
2
off. There we go.
We have Foxtrot, visual 1-2 right, 9 Golf Whiskey.
Okay, clamp thrust. Flaps coming up. Flap 0. Let's go ahead and set this off. Roger. We're going to go up to 7,000 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and engage here.
Southwest 1055, radar contact, sail, please.
That's good.
Southwest 1055, roger, proceed direct to Lamoni, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Heading select, please. VNAV climb. Autopilot's on.
Riptide 5800, radar contact, sail, please.
Passing 3.5 for 7. No,
Riptide
no.
5800, roger, proceed direct to Nodine, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Okay, direct Nodine and climb maintain 350 for Riptide 5800. Nodine. I took it over because I didn't like the descent. So I'm just going to hold vertical speed.
Muscle 3
That's
arrival.
on.
Runway 12 right
Slats are up.
left transition. If you want the right side, let me know.
Direct
Minneapolis
Nodine.
altimeter 2908.
For 70 is a muscle 3, and we'll take 1-2 left. And,
Direct
the
Nodine.
altimeter for Delta is 1303.
What? Oh, Nodine. I see it. ODI. Ugh. Okay. We're going to go to direct to, where are you? Direct to ODI, enter. Basically going to go all the way through this. We're on that heading now. Let's go heading select. We're doing, the reason why, guys, I'm just in vertical speed is because of that VRAF. It's stopped the climb, and I do not want to stop the climb. I want to keep continuing to climb. We're going to go 7,000, so we're going to go hit direct nav track now. So we got nav track on the FMA, speed is set, altitude is set. We're going to go and set this to 330. I will ask for 330 instead of 35. So we'll do that. Now I'll hit VNAV climb, and then we'll get it going. Climb check.
Seatbelts.
On.
Climb check complete.
All right, guys, not too bad. The departure was all right. Let's go ahead and start burning from the center tank now. So I'm going to open the center tank pumps. 1. They are open. Yeah, good. All right, we're through 7,000. We're through 8,000. Our speed's coming up 250. Nice departure out of here. Not too bad. The only thing I didn't like was that nav track. You could see the weather coming. I mean, it's close. I told you we're trying to escape that weather. I mean, I see it. Do you see the rain? All rain right here. Bad stuff. Bad stuff.
Check.
Oh, what? What is he saying check for? I didn't do anything. That's crazy. I'm just verifying something. All right, we're through 9,000. At 10,000, we'll throw the chime in. What the flight
Set.
attendants? What are you talking
Wipers
about?
off.
No. Altitude. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. What are you doing? Okay, airplane. I've got it. We're going to go VNAV climb. Let's go with the climb. Let's go. I'm watching this reverse. I'm looking at my... There we are. I think that was, what's his face? He did something stupid. That guy, I'm going to tell you right now, he's trying to kill me tonight. Cliff is trying to kill us, you guys. We're on the climb. We're doing good. Just 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and hit the attend notification. So seatbelts off. I'm back on. Let them know we're at 10,000 feet. They can do what they got to do. I'm going to adjust my seat a little bit down. There we are. I think I was just sitting a little too high. That's better for me. And I think I did that coming in from coming into on the last flight, that big long leg we had over to Winnipeg. Okay, guys, we're heading to Nodine, which is 117.9er. That's 40. Gonna go ahead and throw this range just a little bit more. There we are. We're gonna get kind of escape this weather. It's coming in. In terms of bumps, we should be fine. Yeah, I'm talking that cell, that thunderstorm is just south of the airport. Crazy.
Sun Country 621, Minneapolis Center, push on to Delta. Approved.
Do you guys in the chat, let me know if you like the MD-80. I know some of you, it's not a very, it's not a very popular aircraft. Hang on. That I know.
Pilatus Niner Golf Whiskey, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000 Golf minutes. Not a very popular aircraft, so it's just one of those things where this airplane doesn't get a lot of love to the community. That's for sure. It's a niche aircraft. I get it. Everybody's flying the Airbuses or everybody's doing something else like that, but we've been hitting this thing hard. Sean says MD-80. Yeah, you gotta love it. The MD-80 is a good aircraft. I mean, look at how much fuel we're burning right now, 6.3. So this thing tends to burn about 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 more than a 737 does. So we need a lot more gas to carry, but we know, we're raking in the cash on these flights. We really are. I do have to call for altitude.
United 1787,
really
Minneapolis Center, squawk 3726.
I mean, why do you think the airplane doesn't get a lot of love? Because in the community, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Minneapolis Center, Delta 9113 with you.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like the 737 a lot more, of course. That's my favorite airplane.
Minneapolis Center, squawk 1745.
I can't afford to take a 737 off the line. Let me see if Cliff is paying attention. Transition now.
Set.
No, you didn't, you idiot. 299er2. Man, that pressure is low. I don't think I've ever seen a barrel pressure that low.
54 miles southwest of Walbach, flight level 370. Descended pilot's discretion, maintain 16,000, 16,000. Omaha altimeter 2899er.
299er2 set. We're going to go standby. I mean, that was low. 2910. I don't think I've ever seen the barrel that low. I don't think I've seen it that low. I can't recall being it lower than that. All right, we're through 20,000 feet here. Okay, these are coming off. We're good. We should have smooth air once we're done through this area.
Altitude at Omaha was 2899.
Yeah, Chris says I love the Mad Dog. I mean, I do too. I'm a Mad
Try
Dog
it again.
fan for sure,
United
obviously.
1787, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 16,000.
I have a feeling that I'm going to really love the 7.5. Something about that airplane I'm probably going to absolutely love. So, you know, if this is our plan, it depends on the charter we're running.
9119,
If we're running,
13, radar contact 22 miles.
if we're running a
North
hockey
of,
charter, the MD-80 is
Robbie.
going to do it. Soccer, the same thing. If we're doing a baseball charter or NFL or probably baseball, we would go with a 757. So
Robbie, flight level
that's kind of where we're going to go with. It just depends
Descend via
on
the Killer 3 arrival. Runway
what's going
12
on.
right transition.
All right, guys, we're getting in the
Off left
bumps
side
right
runway,
now. I've got to
Minneapolis,
watch the
altimeter
speeds good on here.
2908.
Let me see what we got weather-wise, layers here. Let's look at our turbulence.
Arrival, and
We're going to go down to 330. I do have to call.
We are having a few technical difficulties over here with setting up our approach. Something's wrong with it right now, so I'm working on fixing it.
Might be an A350. All right, guys, I'm going to pop open a cold beverage. Bubbly. That's what I got today.
Right, 0909 Golf Whiskey.
Let me give him a call. Minneapolis Center, Riptide 5800.
Riptide 5800, go ahead.
Can we get a top altitude of 330?
Riptide 5800, climb and maintain flight level 330.
Okay, climb and maintain 330. Let you know how the ride is.
And Center, Alaska 2 Bravo request. Alaska 2 Bravo, go ahead. Yeah, I'd like to have 5 minutes out of the cockpit. Alaska 2 Bravo, approved. Thank you, sir.
So I want to know why you think the community doesn't give this airplane a lot of love, because it just doesn't. You know, there's a few of us that fly this thing. Sometimes I fly this thing religiously, as you know, because I have to for our operation.
Visual 12 right, 9 Golf.
But I love it. All right, we're going to go with
621, runway
engine anti-ice.
Taxi via Delta, Sierra, Kilo, cross runway 4 Sierra.
But I want to know in the comments. Yeah, I think I'm going to fall in love with that airplane. I really do. I think I'm going to really, really love it. There's something about a 7.5 I'm just going to love, I think.
Minneapolis Center, American 23.
And what we'll do is, on this channel, we're going to obviously fly the 7.5 once it releases. We're going to do probably a lot of summer charters, maybe. I'm assuming it's going to release this year, hopefully sometime. Maybe we fly it in the summer before we get it online and into routes. We start introducing routes to it and stuff like that. And then our pilots who want to upgrade in the 7.5, they're going to have to go through training and the whole 9 yards. So it's a lot. I mean, there's a lot to do.
I believe you said you wanted 1, 2.
I'm feeling the bumps in my seat. I got the butt kicker on. And by the way, Leonardo, they just released the 88 and the 83 for 2024. So that's why I'm really excited to try it tonight. Maybe when we land, I'll probably blast off again and fly a Delta flight, you know, with 2024. Don't think I'm going to stream it because I have to test the airplane. I don't know if it's going to work, but
Delta 1303.
That's kind of where we're at.
Copy. My internet might have glitched.
All right, we're getting our butts kicked. We're 0.75.
No, Delta 1303.
2. We're getting in the turbulence through these clouds.
And I believe you want
There's actually a turbulent feature here.
We'll take
if it gets pretty severe,
for Delta 1303.
You know, a lot of people don't know. There's a little button hiding. Turb. Right there.
1303.
Very interesting. So if you're in the bumps, and really bad, you got to be in like moderate to severe, you would throw that button on.
Clear to land, 12 right, 9 Golf Whiskey.
And I've never used it, but that's pretty, you know.
1055. Contact Kansas City Center, 125.72.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Ride's nasty at 28 through the cloud layer here, but that's kind of normal, especially when we've got these bands of rain coming through. I'm talking Minneapolis. They're probably
United
going to get hit within the
1787. I
next.
haven't had anybody descend into Omaha from that direction tonight, so I don't have any pilot reports. I have had reports of
It takes skill and
moderate to
attention.
severe
Most don't want to dedicate
turbulence.
the time to learn it.
Basically
Shelton says,
all up and down.
wipers off.
all up and down the Missouri River.
MD-80 is
from,
cool. It looks
Omaha
like it's a
to
medium haul aircraft.
City.
Yeah.
So just let me know if you need to deviate or anything.
That's exactly what it is. It's a medium haul. It's the range is 2,300 miles. We've stretched that range
2363.
with
You're
the
a little
83.
bit further south.
Woo!
Of the
Here we
thunderstorms.
go.
I have had one ride report
Nasty.
with light turbulence.
Not here. It's
along that
moderate
route.
to severe.
You
It's
know, if
moderate. I would call this
have
moderate
anything different.
turbulence at 30 through the climb.
Minneapolis Center, American 2363, Roger. Yeah,
Let's
we're
give him a
pretty
pilot
smooth
report.
Up here at 350.
Roger. I think it's calmed down quite a bit in that area.
30. It's what would you call that, guys? Moderate. Let's say moderate chop. It might be good now. We'll see through these clouds. Once through the cloud deck, we should be all right. But yeah, it's still it's light to moderate through the clouds. Let me give him a call. Center tanks off. We got to turn that off. 1, 2. Minneapolis Center, Riptide 5800. We got a ride report for you.
Riptide 5800. Go ahead.
Yeah, through the climb 30,000. Looks like light moderate.
Roger. Light moderate on the climb. How about now that you're getting to your cruise?
Yeah, we got a cloud layer up there. We'll see what happens. That we got 33. So I'll let you know. What's the crew meal? Oh yeah, let's pull it up. You guys want to see the crew meal now since we're getting close to the altitude here. I'm going to throw the airfoil ice on because I can't see anything. So we're just going to throw right side open, left side open. And we're just going to hold that. Whoo!
Sun Country 621.
Crap snapped out of us. I might request 340.
Cleared for takeoff.
I got to get above these clouds here, you guys.
Clear for takeoff, Sun Country 621.
Master caution light. Air ice pressure abnormal.
Traffic departs runway 17 at 737.
A 9 Golf Whiskey.
That should have cleared that. Okay, and if we need another one, we can open that valve. 1,000 to go. I'm going to request a little higher. I do not want to be in these clouds, so if we can't bust through at 33, we're going to go 34 for maybe a little bit, and because we can't go down to 35. That's going to suck. 0.77, enter. We can't get up to 35,000. Let's see here. Wait, 128. Hang on the. I'm going to pull up the. I'll pull up the menu here in just a minute. Let me just work out. Oh, the airplane's descending. See that? Let's see what we've got. Wow. There we are. That's because of the, it just had to because of the speed, because I set 77 in there. And I might need to slow it down to 0.76.
Niner Golf Whiskey, you can keep it rolling down to Whiskey 5, exit Whiskey 5 to 6.
Come on, let's get through these clouds, dude.
What
are we at?
127. Good night, thanks.
All right, we could go up to 350, guys, at one. We could go up to 37,000 at 126. We're at 127 right now. So I'm going to play it safe and go, you know, we're at 3.3, 3.4. We could go to 3.5, but I really want to get to 126. We'll be there. We'll be there in like a few minutes here, and then I'm going to step up. Yeah, we're in the slop. I want to get higher.
3,000 feet for Sun Country 621.
I really want to get higher on this, guys.
Sun Country 621, roger. Proceed direct to Omaha VOR. Climb and maintain flight level.
We'll go up to
360.
350 when I can get up to
Proceed direct
burn
Omaha
to
VOR, climb, maintain
126.
flight level 360.
I mean, we're at 130. We can go to top altitude.
Riptide 5800. Chicago's offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
All right, frequency change approved. Thanks. Ride smooth above clouds. We have some clouds about 32.
Roger. You should be ahead of the weather that's
Yeah, we
moving
are.
across the Midwest. Have a
Yeah.
good flight.
Yeah, have fun tonight. We'll see you. Okay, coming in 122.8.
Minneapolis, looking for departure points to Sioux Falls.
122.8. We're, like he said, the weather's behind us. Let me just take a peek outside. I want to see if we're cleared these clouds or right in it. It looks like we are surfing them. And I will climb to 35,000, you guys, just because of the weather. I want to kind of get through it, but we want to burn a little bit. So we burn another 1,000 pounds. We'll climb up to a couple thousand feet. So let's go ahead and look at the menu, and there's our menu today. So we've got spoon and stable, and we're looking at roasted cauliflower, which I would love. That looks really good. Look at that. Winter citrus cashew cream and tomato vinaigrette. That sounds good. Gosh, I can't even say this. Hamachi crudo. I can't even say that. Salad. Gouda. Looks like some Gouda cheese there. Pumpkin seed. Dukkha. Oh, is that dukkha? Champagne mustard vinaigrette. That sounds good too. And their entrees are right here. We got a ravioli, which I'm going to get. That looks good. Icelandic cod. Tender sweet cabbage, turnip bacon, and sauce. Pork chop. Sounds good. That all looks good, doesn't it? Dorothy's pot roast. I thought that was an interesting one. And there's our sides. We have creamy spinach and Brussels sprouts. And of course, assorted Coca-Cola products. So I'm going to call for an entree. I'm going to say, hey, can we get a ravioli? I'll take a little bit of that. You know what? You can't. It's whatever's left over. The crew gets whatever's left over, right? That's how it happens. It's like we have this and this, and you're like, I'll take what I can get. But yeah, that's what I want. That's my meal. What are you guys gonna get? I know Steve. He said he's gonna get some. I think you said you're getting the pork chops, right? That's awesome. Okay, I thought I said cruise. 330 was set to 350. And if we did that, we'll save 2.8, but we're still a little hot on the fat side. We need to get down to about 126 before I can think about doing that. And, I think we could do it. I think we could do a step climb through this stuff. All right, guys. Anybody else getting anything for the menus? I gotta post this. You guys want me to post this stuff? Man, this sucks. We are eating these just kind of getting up there. I just kind of want to get through this area. I hope you guys like the crew meals. They're pretty fun. And it takes time though. I'm just going to be honest. Because that's not just made up. These restaurants, that restaurant is really in Minneapolis. So I have to prep the flight. It's show prep, right? I have to go in there, look at all the menus and restaurants, and it's got to be over 4.5 to 5 stars. You can't have, some kind of a greasy tavern or something like that. It's got to be good food. These folks eat good on these flights. So that's kind of what we're looking for here. And then I look at the menu, I go, yeah, and I have to put it all in the format. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Something different, right? But that's exactly what you're going to see on the charter runs, just like this. All right, we're back. Okay, good stuff. We got 16.2 in the tanks right now. We got 127.2, and I can't turn the seatbelt sign just yet. Let me see here. Let's do a little bit of interpolation. I think we're okay. So if we did 130, let's just humor me on this one. We're going to do the average of these two, just to see. Add 126, what are we looking at? 256, let's divide that. 128. We're good. Let's go. We're good. And I've interpolated it to 128, so that would bring us, and that's going to be 185. Fuel flow should be 31. Yeah, let's go. We can go with 350. I'm going to do a step climb to 350 right now. So Chris wants the pork. Yeah, that looked good too. Those pork chops. Man, making me hungry, you guys. I didn't eat. So I'm a little on hungry side. Let's go to VNAV climb right there. And it's got VNAV level. I'm going to go ahead and set this to 350. Set. Armed. VNAV. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I want to see the climb going. And we're good. That puts us to top altitude of 370. So we're good. That's we won't climb that high. We're just going to go 3.5. But I can't, you see, I can't turn off the engine anti-ice or anything else yet until we'll clear these clouds. Because we're at negative 28. So we're just kind of at the mercy of getting going here. You know, true story. There was a Spirit Airlines flight back in the 90s, and this is true, by the way. The airplane comes in, and I was the manager over the ramp at the time, and it was when Spirit was flying DC-9s, and I just dated myself, but they were flying DC-9s and MD-80s, and this MD-80 came in, and there was barf bags everywhere. And I'm like, what in the heck happened? Because normally on a turn, you just do a light clean, right? You throw seatbelts, and then you just clean up trash around the cabin. And there was just barf everywhere on this airplane. Barf bags, and I'm like, holy crap, we have to restock all these bags. So I asked the crew, I'm like, what the heck? You know, did you guys have a rough ride? And they were like, yep. And then I talked to them, what happened? And then they said they stalled the aircraft at cruise. Because they didn't check the dang charts, it stalled out. The air was too thin, they were too heavy. It was going from Orlando to Islip, and that thing just went whoop. They stalled it. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. Putting a stall on right now would be a rough deal, and I'm sure it was a rough ride for those people. They didn't like that. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Something happened where dispatch told them to fly to a certain altitude, and dispatch didn't get it right or something like that, and the flight crew didn't double check. And you know, I'm going to double check. I don't care what my paperwork says. It says 340. Good. What's the weight? Let's double check the chart just to make sure. You could say, and we weren't good. Now, dispatch was me tonight. So, yeah, I need to double check my work, right? Especially, you don't know. They just hand you a paperwork on an aircraft like this, where it's critical. You only have 37,000 feet. It's not like we have an Infinity on this or a 430. This thing is capped. All right, there we go. 35,000. Let's go ahead and kick it off now. I think we're clear of those clouds. So let's throw airfoil is coming off. Gives a little more power. And the engine anti-ice is coming off. We're going to go ahead and throw the air back down. One. There we are. Pressurization still good. And I'll kind of settle in and take a look and see what we got here. We're still pretty far away in terms of, you know, top of descent here. I'd say probably another, estimating, we can look at our paperwork here. Let's just do that. Let's do a little paperwork check. Estimating 0528 Zulu, and right now 0436. So just a little less than an hour will be on the ground in there. So good stuff. Anyway, folks, appreciate you watching today. And we're going to be, again, I think once the season's over, and the Rangers, it doesn't look like they're going to make the playoffs. So I want to know in the chat right now, what do you guys want to see in the future on this channel? So when hockey season's over, we kind of tend to shift toward line flying in the 737 again. And I still can't turn the dang seatbelt signs off. The ride report right now, 350, I show nothing. I show no bumps. Nothing. It should be smooth as silk here. I don't know what is going on. We got Rockford. Let's go 1123. I'm going to try to get that seatbelt sign off for these folks because you know they want to get up and walk around. Let's see. Can we do it? Can we do it? Would you turn the seatbelt sign off right now? Look at that wing. Let's see. Light occasional. I don't know, you guys tell me, what would you do? You throw the seatbelt sign off right now? Just kind of trying to get away from this low pressure system. The ride report looks fine, man. Like, well, there's no reports, I should say, but yeah. So in the chat, let me know what you guys would want to see in the future here. When we transition from hockey and we go from hockey to, you know, when we don't have the charters, we're going to take this aircraft, both, we have two MD-80s, by the way. Two MD-83s, we have to fly from Westchester down to Fort Lauderdale. That's our kind of our charter base down there. It's not Miami, it's in Fort Lauderdale. And I have two aircraft that have to go down. So I have to ferry both of the airplanes down to Lauderdale. So we'll do the two ferry flights, deadhead up, grab the next airplane, our spare airplane, and we'll fly it down for the season, for the summer season. And then I want to know what you folks want to see, honestly, because I'm here for you guys. So, I mean, within reason, it's got to be with make operational sense. If you know, if we want to do line flying in the 7.3, let's do it. You know, we've got tons of work to do with that. Obviously, when the 7.5 comes out, we're definitely transitioning to the 7.5. So, you know, all that. And I'm studying the manuals right now. I'm reading all the manuals. I'm looking at the flows. I'm limitations. Like, limitations I'm learning. I'm studying them. Like, I know right now it's, you know, 290 on the turbulent penetration speed, 0.79. So, you know, that's committed to my memory already. So those little things I'm working on. I want to say, what is it? 42,000 top on the 200. Anyway, those are the things I'm working on right now. So I'm just trying to get all that done. I just plugged in JOT. It looks like we're pretty smooth here. I'm good. I'm good. Turning it off for a minute. What do you guys think? Good? Because we push to the east, we're going to be better and better. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, maybe it's occasional. Maybe occasional. But I'm good with it. We're going to throw out the seatbelt sign now. Let them get up, walk around, do their thing. We've got Cotton, then JOT, looks like about 74 miles to Joliet. And that's just going to be south of Chicago. And then we're going to pass under Chicago by Petone and then kind of straight through. So without any further ado, let's go and pull up the paperwork, and let's do a couple of fun stuff here. And we're going to do, that is super bright in my eyes. And we're looking at Conton, as we're just passing over Conton right now. So we got 6 miles to Conton, and we're estimating Conton at 0442 Zulu. So I'm going to write 0442. That's when we estimate station passage. And then we won't know yet until, and we're looking at fuel. Oops. Our fuel burn should be about 14.4 on the gas over cotton. So we want to be above that number. And I'm going to do something because this is super bright in my eyes. Let's see, come down here and I go... New. And we just passed it. New. We'll close that. All right, guys. Cotton, we just passed at 442 Zulu. So I'm going to come up here. We'll write 0. Shoot. I hit the wrong thing. Right here, we're going to go 0442, and passage was 15,000 pounds on the fuel, so that's really good. Okay, then we've got that'd be 51 estimating 0451. And how do I do that is, you see this 42 here? Well, right here is 9 minutes to go. So that's here. There you go. So there's your 51 minutes. I mean, 51 on the clock. So that's how we calculate that. You got 9 minutes to go on this leg over to JOT, and it gives us the fuel burn. And then we look at totals. So our fuel burn is estimated at 14.4. We're at 15. So we're doing really good on the burn. Okay, and then one really cool thing to do too on the paperwork is if you come down here and you hit cruise, and you can see what your wind's doing. And I'm going to write that on here. We've got a 223 at 58. So it's calmer than what our paperwork said, which was right here. So our paperwork said this one, 222 at 67. We're doing 223 at 58, so it's a little calmer than anticipated. And we are a negative. And how do you get that number? And don't put the TAT. Come over to the SAT. You got negative 58 degrees. So what we'll do is plug that in there, negative 58 degrees. Up at altitude here, and we are a 0.77, so I'll give it a check, and then I'll write 340 on the flight level, so I know we're at 340, not at 330. So you can always anticipate your burn and everything. This is a really good habit to get into, especially on longer hauls. It's good to do this because you want to know if you're on target. Now in the Northeast, it's nigh impossible because they're so close, they're stacked so close together, right? So you'll have like 1 minute, then 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. You'd go crazy doing this. So you don't need to do that. But, we've got 9 minutes here, and then we got a 3-minute leg, and we got a 7-minute leg, and then an 8-minute leg, and then we're done. So we'll do that for the next couple of runs here. I want to see if I can't go with the... So is there silence on the chat? Yep. Silence on the chat. You guys, what do you want to see? You guys got to tell me what you want to see in the future. After we're done with hockey season, what do we want to do? Are you guys okay with anything? It'd be nice. Where in the world? Excuse me. I'm trying to see something, and I can't remember where it is. It's not select. It's not that. There it is. I'm looking for night mode. It's just easier on my eyes, especially when we're flying at night. You know, it's just, you know, a little bit better for me than that bright white document in my face. So we're approaching, let's see here, we've got about 32 nautical miles to JOT. So we'll pull up our paperwork when we cross, and we'll get that going when we get going. All right, what do we got? Area 51 charters, interesting. Janet, I don't know, do we still want charters? Do we want to do charters for the season? I've had enough. Really. It's been crazy. Sorry, guys. A full hockey season. Who does that? Does any streamer ever do that? They're not. That's crazy. A full hockey season. We've done it for the last 3. This is our 3rd year. Crazy. And I was really contemplating not doing it this year. I was like, man, do we really want to do this? Do I really want to do this? Anyway. Maybe a line flying. Yeah, line flying sounds good. It's good to do. I think it's fun. I just never know where I'm going to be, but yeah, we can. I can do some polls for members to see what bids we want to, what lines we want to do, what lines we'd like to bid until we get the 7.5 coming out. Then we're going to transition and, you know, do a couple baseball charters maybe. Sean, if he's up for that. Oh, I got an airplane zipping. Look at that. You see him? I got his strobe lights zipping across there. There's no factor, though. All right. Back to paperwork. We're going to go ahead and get ready because guess what? Top of descent is on its way. About 160 miles. The weather did change over for us, so let's go ahead and take a look at our weather into the area. And I'll pull up the paperwork so we can see what I'm doing. Cleveland Center is on a line, and I believe they'll take us in. I don't know if it's Cleveland or if it's Indy. Yeah, it's Cleveland. They're going to take us in. So Cleveland Center stays on. We'll have some coverage into Columbus. All right, folks. Right now, winds 150 at 6. Nice and calm. And we're looking at visibility of 10 miles with a few clouds at 7,000. And a broken layer at 20, what are you, broken at what, 25,000. Temperature is 2.04. Altimeter is 29.70. Runway of choice. Departing 10 left and 10 right. Arriving 10 left and 10 right. So I'll brief you on that. We got some time. I'm just going to brief you on what we're expecting to do. So 10 left, 10 right. That's going to be good for us, right? Whatever runway. It's going to be closer if we go 10 right to taxi. Just because we're right there. So if we can get off on Charlie 5 or even Charlie 4 at high speed, and I'll show you. I would like to take 10 right, but that could change. So I'm going to write 10 right in there. We'll plan for 10 right. We may have to change it to 10 left. It just depends, okay? But let's plan on 10 right. Is that a good plan for us? And the temperature at the airport right now, weather. I wanted the weather. What the heck? Okay, what am I doing? VTAR. I'm going crazy is what I'm doing. 72 degrees. That's beautiful. 72 degrees. We should have a smooth ride. all the way down there. And the clouds are scattered, well, few to broken. Okay, it looks good. So paperwork's good. We just started our south track turn from JOT, J-O-T. We just passed over J-O-T. That's what it's doing. And I'm going to brief you on the charts. So let's go ahead and pull up CMH. I'll pull that in there. And let's take a look. Airport information right there. So they're landing the 10s. So they're landing 10 left and 10 right. I'd rather take 10 right. We can get off on Charlie 4. We'll have a really quick taxi. We'll go Delta 3, and we're right here on the south side of the terminal. I'm very familiar with this airport. Obviously, we fly here a lot, and we fly charters often here. So parking gates really doesn't pertain to us because we're on the south side. We're going to be over here on the FBO side. So let's take a look. Let's plan the... You guys good to plan 12 right? Man. Why did I say 12? I meant 10 right. So we could take 10 right. Now, normally they'd probably land us 10 left. That's a shorter runway. We're an MD-80 if they were busy. It's definitely, Steve says it's definitely a unique channel. Yeah, it's different, right? And I mean, that's kind of what we do here. We try to simulate real world operations and to the maximum. It's crazy on how much detail we go into because that's what you would see. I mean, you would see a menu like that on the real flight. You see our weights. The weights we have are pretty darn accurate, folks. The passenger amount it's a pretty good count. They go from, it depends on the team, but the Rangers do about 50 to 55 I've seen so far. So right in that range, and we've got 55. So we're going to go on the higher side of these things. Okay. Now with that, let's talk about the SID. And we're taking the Dublin 4. No, I'm sorry, the Star. It's the Dublin 1 arrival. Let's give that a close. And we're coming in from this right here, Bryan. And we're going to hit Bryan to Cords, the iCal, down to, this is landing Bolton. Nope. Coming down here to Dublin. Wedsta is 5,000. And then landing Glen Runway International 10 right. Expect vectors to ILS or final at 5,000 over Hell D. That's the one we want. So Hell D, let's come down to Hell D here on the legs page. Now, before we do that, let's go to arrivals page. We're going to go ILS 10 right. I'm just going to program that. They might give us 10 left. Don't know yet. But let's get something in the box so we know what we're going to do. We've got to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, it's not going to be good for you. So always plan. Even if you have to change the plan, at least you have a plan in place, and this is the time to do it. About 150 miles out. You don't want to be doing this scrambling on the descent. It's not really a good time to be doing this. I know a lot of pilots do, but I'd rather do it up at top of the descent about 100 miles before, so I know exactly what we do. If the weather cooperates and the timing, it's going to be perfect for us. So yeah, it looks like Jogma. APE, I do not want to take that. South side. 10 right. Yeah, I'm just going to request 10 right. And Jogma is the right one. Let's just leave it at that. I'm going to select execute. We're going to go to our legs page. Because we got to figure if we got 23,000 below at Bryan. Then we're going to come across. We got Dublin and Wedsta at 5,000. And Heldy at 5,000. Then we got vectors to Jogma, and that's going to be perfect for us, folks. Go back to the Prague page. We got 98 nautical miles top of descent. There you go. Good stuff. I lost the channel. As for lines, you should transfer base to Salt Lake and hit the Intermountain West, maybe Western Canada, Mexico, maybe once a month do a transcon. Yeah, I mean we do have a crew base in Salt Lake City, so that's possible. We could fly there. We could do a 4-day trip or a 3-day trip from Miami and go out to the west side. Maybe we'll throw it in a little bit. Just depends. I mean, the 7.5's coming out, so I'm trying to think. Maybe we could do 3 lines and maybe 1 airline. Maybe a Delta flight or a 757 flight or something like that. I really want to get operationally good with that airplane, so that comes with reps, lots of reps. Crap, it took me to get used to this airplane, and I don't think I'm used to it yet. I would say I'm comfortable in it, but before, when I first flew this thing, man, I was like, whoa, this thing's crazy. This is nuts. This airplane's crazy. It was just the behavior, and there's a lot of simisms with it, but we'll do that. Now, folks, I'm going to go ahead and just one thing before I have to hit the lav before we descend. Let's go to the airport. Now, I was talking about stopping. 10 right, we got plenty of runway. We don't need, I'll just keep the auto brakes off. Nice smooth landing here. Let's roll out here on Charlie 4. If we do that, let me go Delta 3. And then we're right here. And I do want to start the APU on final. So you guys remember that. Write that down. Commit that in your memory because that's kind of what I want to do. I don't want to go on 8 left just because we're way up here and we got a taxi all the way down here. And it's just going to really make it a mess for us. So if they're not busy, I'd elect to go here because this is where we're going to park. And I'm going to read my paperwork. And dispatch was so kind to give us paperwork. Our charter office. Charter department. Signature, we have Lane Aviation is going to be doing the work here. We've got GAT Airline Ground Support, ramps 54. And we're going to be staying at the Hotel Marriott Columbus downtown tonight. It's nice. Our catering is Gate Gourmet once we land. And then we're due to take off tomorrow to home. And it's another late night flight. And a probably late night for you guys on the stream. I'm probably going to stream it in the evening / night hours. Just depends on what the family's got going on. All right, I'm going to be right back. I got to get up, hit the lav before we start our top of descent. It's coming up. We have approximately 72 nautical miles to go. Fort Wayne 117.8. I'm going to plug that in here. 117.8. And then I'm going to get up, hit the restroom, and I will be right back shortly. You want a wing view, or do you want an outside view? You guys want a wing view? I'll give you a wing view. How's that? It's super bright in this dang cabin. I could turn those lights down. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. Sorry, I had to take a little lav break. Apparently, I had too much bubbly. Top ascent's coming up 35 nautical miles. By the way, this is pretty cool. That's an MD-90 card. It's an old MD-90 card. It was printed in 2015. Pretty cool. And then I got an MD-80. MD-88, I should say. Sorry for you fans out there. I collect these things. Just all those fun little airline memorabilia kind of things. I like them. ATC just pinged me. Shoot. Thank you. What do we got? Auto ATC. Did Cleveland drop on me? Auto ATC Chicago Center advises to cross Brennan at below 23,000. Thank you, sir. We know. Appreciate it. We're getting the bumps in there now. Feels like it. We're going to have to start slowing the airplane down. Yeah, seatbelt's coming on, guys. Sorry. Dang it. Let's see if we can get a nice, smooth ride here for the... Not much we can do. We can't climb. It's okay. We'll let it ride. If it gets bumpier, we'll turn it on. We're heading down anyway, so doesn't matter. Yeah. Thank you for the ping. Cleveland Center, there's two frequencies. There's 134, 475. Let me see what we got on our app. And that'll help us click into the radar function. And let's see what we got for Cleveland Center. Cleveland Center, there's a couple of facility controllers. They're online. This guy's online. 134, 475 is probably going to be the one I try here. 134. You know what? I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to plug it in. 475. 134, 475. Because I'm just right there anyway. It's probably the other one, but that's all right. It's good. Okay, you guys have any questions, threats, concerns, cheap shots, or anything I need to know? Now's the time to tell me. We're about 16 nautical miles to top of descent. Let's go ahead and bring it on down to the... We got to be below 23,000, but we're going to set this to 7. Because that's it. Oh, I'm sorry. Set it to 5. 5,000 coming in. Set. We're going to arm it. Its altitude is armed. Good. Yeah. Okay, what else? Oh, yeah. Dude, your performance. Duh. All right, let's go to performance landing. We're going to Kilo Columbus. It is dry. Winds are 150 at 6. By the way, do you guys like the A350 series I'm doing? I don't know. I thought it'd be something different. A few of you were like, A350? Temperature is 22. Ref is 5. We're going to go 10 right. We'll try that. Like I said, we'll see. 15 over 40 on the flaps. QNH coming in at nothing because I need to start the top of descent right now. We got about, how many miles? 5 nautical miles. And I'm going to go VNAV. It should select VNAV descent. Once I done that, we're just going to watch it. It's going to, yep, there you go. Level change, we should have VNAV. It should shift to VNAV descent. I'm waiting. There we go. VNAV descent on the FMA, so we're good to go now. I can kind of divert my attention over to the performance data yet again. Okay, 2970. 2970. 29 this time. 70. Reversers, yes. Auto brake, we're just going to say none. Be manual. Let's say no reversers. And then landing weight, we're going to use reversers. But I'm just saying, if it calculates a good, good rate for us with no reversers, with reversers we're going to be fine. All right, 123.5. It's estimating our landing weight 121. We'll probably be at about 122. And we'll click calculate and see what we got. Okay, look at the factor. Look at the factored landing distance with that. You know, auto brake. We're gonna go minimum. Now let's calculate it. It's at 10,000 feet. It's a 10,000 foot runway, and that's that's with reversers. Wow, look at that. So reversers, yes. Auto brake's on minimum, so it doesn't like that. It wants us to use a little bit of auto brake. Let's go ahead and do medium, and that's a better number. 65, 75. There we go. That's the ping we were looking for. We've got Indy Center's online. 128.225. 128.225. I didn't even see Indy. 128.225. Here we go. Flip that over. 128.225. Crap. There we go. Flip it. Give him a call. Listen, 128.225. Indy Center 128.225. Let's give him a call. Indy Center Riptide 5800 descending down through 29,000 on the Dublin one arrival into Columbus.
Riptide 5800 Indianapolis Center. You are radar contact. Cross 10 miles west of ICAL at 14,000. The Columbus altimeter 2969er.
Okay, we'll cross 10 miles west at, what'd you say, at 14,000?
10 west of ICAL at 14,000, altimeter 2969.
ICAL at 14. Okay, we'll cross 10 west, ICAL at 14,000 for Riptide 5800. So 10 west of ICAL at 14,000 feet. So in a 737, this is an easy thing. This aircraft's a little bit difficult to do. So what we're going to do, because what we could do, now, just bear with me. So ICAL is here.
2493, just maintain flight level 240.
So I could throw this in here and go 10 west, so it's 10 miles this side. So it would be negative 10.
Stop for Southwest 4293.
Southwest 4293, maintain flight level 240.
240 Southwest 4293.
Negative 10. Not database. So we've got ICAL /negative 10. Would it work? It did. Aha! So what we did there was we put it negative 10 miles away this way west. And then let's enter that. And we're going to go 14,000, 14,000 feet.
2710 Indianapolis Center radar contact.
Enter. And now we just set up that restriction that we have to have. So I'm going to set this down to 14,000 feet now. And we're going to go the 10 west. I'm going to zoom in here. I'll show you.
Center, good evening.
That ain't right. Let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Go to the plan page.
18 miles from the Owensboro view and inbound to Widom.
We'll zoom in.
Delta 295 Alpha, Indianapolis Center, hello.
See this right here? That's what we need to do. So what I'm going to do is on the descent now, we're going to go right back to the and I'm going to kind of zoom out. Just kind of look. Do you see where that banana is? That ain't going to work. Okay, so I'm going to throw on the seatbelt sign really quick because it's about to get real. We're going to come down over to here. I'm going to take over on the descent. And now I've got the vertical speed. VS is set. Here we go. And then I'm going to set this banana right over that number of ICAL that we made. It's 10 nautical miles west of ICAL on the route. This is bingo. We're going to nail that right there. That's perfect, folks. Yeah, so right there you go. You just figured out how to get this all set up in an MD-80. Hopefully you learned something new. And I got to wake Cliff up. We're going to get going here. Wake up, buddy. Let's get him going. Let's see here. Run the approach briefing.
Go ahead. No questions.
Good. One thing I want to talk about is just the threat here. And the threat is going to be, well, what runway are going to be landing? I don't know. We might have to go heads down and start planning pretty quick. Let's just get the ILS 10 right dialed in. I'm going to request that 111.75 here. Right there. And then I woke him up. He's ready to come down and do his thing. Good. We set that up really nice. Looks like it's so cool when you can do stuff like that and you don't have to guess and you go, where is that? Where is that on the route? What are we doing? You know, it's just, you just put it in. It's 10 miles west, ICAL. We just did it. 14,000. We got the green banana. We're going to be right on this bad boy. Is that the 100-year tie? It is. It's cool.
2710 descend via
This is really
ML5,
cool tie.
arrival landing south, oval altimeter 29661.
2961 descend via ML5.
I love the tie. I saw the tie in Long Beach and I went, man, that's a snappy looking tie. I like it.
Southwest
And,
4594, Memphis Center is closed. Radar service terminated, frequency change approved tonight.
What a cool tie. So I had to get one. I was like, I got to get one of these. It's too cool. I figured I represent Delta Cruise today and not a coastal tie. So just congratulations. I said it before. Congratulations to all the Delta staff out there. 100 years is not an easy.
Southwest 4293, correction, Chicago is offline. Frequency change approved tonight.
We'll go minimum. Yeah, we're good.
Over to Unicom, Southwest 4293, take care.
ICAL 270/10. Yep, done. We already did it. So good to go. And we're doing 14 at ICAL. So he wanted us 10 west of ICAL at 14,000. So we plugged it in. So you can take a look. We created a. You can see we created a waypoint leg of 01 10 west at 14,000 of ICAL. So it's going to be good. But yeah, you're right. 27/27. All right, there's 18,000. Here we come down the chute. Let me let them know. Transition now.
Set.
Did you really set it? No, you didn't. Of course you didn't. 29er, I've got 2970. Okay, 2970, we're done. Descent check's coming up.
Set.
Just descent check.
Riptide 5800, 8 is alpha current. Expect
Fuel
runway
quantity.
10 left.
Do it. Okay, any way of getting 10 right?
Sure, Riptide 5800, expect 10 right.
Okay, we'll expect 10 right. And we're on the south side, that's why.
Indy Center, good evening. United 8140 with you, flight level 350.
Check.
Approach briefing.
Performed.
Landing data.
United 8140, Indianapolis Center.
Descent check
Hello.
complete.
Thank you.
Hello.
All right, descent checklist is done. Let's go in and get our chutes on. Members in the chat. Chutes on. Folks, chutes on. Here we go.
Legion 1413, Connect Wash Center 133.72, good night.
133.72, Legion 1413,
All right, chutes on. Once I see some chutes on in the chat here, we're going to go ahead and get our parachutes going. Steve's got it going right now.
Where you
These
at?
things are crazy. Chutes on. Here we go.
Endeavor 4831 cleared to Detroit Metro via Hakel 5 departure, flash transition, and then as filed.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it, my man.
22, squawk 2602, runway 27.
All right, we got an FM MSA at 3,100 feet, and we got the ILS set 110.75, inbound course 101 on the inbound course. I'm going to get that down here.
Endeavor 4831, read back correct, and push is your discretion.
101. Set 101. Check. Okay, coming in. You can see we're going to be right where we need to be here.
Indianapolis Center, Emirates 9936, 290. Emirates 9936, Indianapolis Center.
1,000 to go. Nav tracked. We have armed. Altitude cap coming up on the FMA.
Indy Center, good day, Southwest 1293. We're with you through 352 for 380.
And the reason why I asked for 10 right, you guys, is because we're
I
parked to the
apologize, I
south
missed the call
side.
sign. Who's it?
Southwest 1293.
Southwest 1293, Indianapolis Center.
Now he said cross, but he didn't say, he just said cross at 14,000. So we're going to stay level because he didn't say
Roger.
descend via. So we're stuck at 14,000 until he clears us lower. He says, you know, expect 10 west of iCal, 14,000. If he says descend via, that's when we'll go right back to the Dublin 1
Riptide
arrival.
5800, proceed direct to Jogma on the final for 10 right, descend to maintain 1000.
Okay, Jogma, and for 10 right down to 1000, Riptide 5800. Okay, 1000 on the altitude. It's 11,000. Armed, we'll go down. I got the aircraft. Give him about 13 to 1400 feet, and we're going to go direct to Jogma. And then legs page, come over. You can see Jogma is the vector to final. I'm going to go direct to Jogma. I thought that threw that in there.
Southwest 1293,
Right
wind altitude,
there.
maintain flight level 370. That'll be your final.
Legs page.
I'll need you on nod.
Execute. Here we go. And the airplane's going to start turning us.
We'll maintain 370 and 370 our final, Southwest 1293.
All right, all set, you guys.
United 52, descend maintain flight level 320.
Down to flight level 320, 952.
Okay, guys, we're heading direct to Jogma now through 12,000. We expect 11,000 here. We'll start slowing. We are completely off of the arrival now, so you could just get rid of that, and we'll just look at we're doing a visual approach. We're backing it up with the ILS. We're going to throw this to on. I'm going to throw this to VMC, and just give you an idea of what we're looking at. We've got our speeds right here, 133.
Connect Chicago Center,
154, 178, that's all set
Chicago,
with an
MSI
upspeed of
932.
226. And I'm just going to kind of crank this down just a touch. It's a little bright for
Riptide
me.
5800, descend maintain 6000.
Down to 6,000, Riptide 5800. All right, let's go 6,000 now. Altitude set. We're going to go 6,000. We'll give you a better rate here. Let's do about 1,600 feet a minute, and we'll see. We're going to have to start slowing the aircraft down to 250.
United
So
52,
be aware
proceed
of
direct to Grote.
Direct to Grove, United 52.
Approach check.
Southwest
Navigation.
1293, proceed
Set.
direct to
Approach check completed.
Nashville, Bravo November Alpha.
Direct Nashville, Southwest 1293.
Okay, guys, what am I missing? Are we missing something? Like I said, I want to get off on Charlie 4, Charlie 5-ish. It'll be a nice little left
Southwest
pattern. in there.
2710, connect
Okay, we're going to
Louisville
start
approach
slowing it down.
132.07, connect.
I got the speed.
2710, connection.
Going to come down here now. We're going to throw the FMS override on the speed as I pull the speed way back. FMS override now at 50. I'm going to pull the brake. Thing about the MD-80, it gets down in a New York minute. I mean, I can pull all sorts of boards and it'll just slow. I'm just going to yank that. Boom. 6,000 set. All right, we need more all the way out. Now, if we need to help the aircraft, we could always shallow up the vertical speed. There we are. That'll help the speed come back down a little bit. I'll have to start thinking about 210 on the speed. We're still a little far out. All right, now I'm going to pull the boards in because I don't want to waste all that fuel again. All right, 2970. Right there. HUD's coming down. And we are going to be on the A side. Looks like I got the airport coming up. All right, I'm going to slow it down to 210 now. I mean, flap up maneuvering speed, so about right there. The cool thing about the MD-80, guys, is I could throw slats out right now to help this airplane, but I don't need to, and I'll show you why. You see this green banana? If we put the slats out right now, we're not very efficient. We're going to be burning level altitude, and we don't want to do that. So as it is, I want to do a clean speed all the way in as much as I possibly can. I got the boards out right now, so the speed brakes are out. Here comes. You can just kind of see how I don't want to. You don't want to do that right now. It's just you don't need to. I'm just going to be in a level off segment here, so nice and smooth. Jogma, you know, we're looking at 3,300, so we got to lose at least 3,000 feet. So you can see how I'm just going to pull the brakes in now. We'll let the airplane catch back up. We're good on the speed. We might need a little bit of speed brake, but right now we're good. We've got a good segment.
5800, just going to maintain 3,000.
Okay, down to 3,000, Riptide 5800. How's this rate?
It's fine. It's, as long as you're level by Jogma, that's fine.
Oh yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good. We are going to be level at Jogma. See that right there? We're going to be slightly level at Jogma. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a little more aggressive on the descent just because I need to get there. I want a level off segment to burn a little bit of speed. So I'm just going to increase our descent rate, throw the brake, and we'll see what we can do here.
Maintain flight level 30.
We're at a perfect, there's the run, I mean the airport's in sight. So we have a visual of the runway.
Indy Center, Duke 716 Bravo Alpha with you, flight level 240.
Beach 716 Bravo Alpha, Indianapolis Center.
Here we go. Lights coming on.
Indy Center, United 52, I need to be Unicom.
United 52, no, you're still with me.
52, ready.
United 52, cross Grode at flight level 220.
Go around. Got the runway in sight. It's beautiful. We're holding 220. Got a good, nice little level off segment. So the ILS is glide slope is active.
I was curious. You're right in the middle of my airspace. That's why I was.
4,000. I mean, we could just drop the slats now, and that helps kind of slow it down a little bit, but I'm just trying to think if this is going to be pretty good. We're going in pretty high clip. So like I said, I do want a level off segment, but
Riptide 5800, Columbus, 10 to 11 o'clock, 13 miles.
Yeah, we got the airport in sight for Riptide 5800.
Riptide 5800, clear visual approach, runway 10 right.
Okay, clear the visual 10 right, Riptide 5800. So we cleared us for the approach. We're going to slow down to 180 here. 1,000 to go. Vertical speed set. I'm looking for out cap coming up. Out cap done. We'll watch it, monitor it. Still got the brakes in. And we'll slow the aircraft down. And what the heck, we've got a visual. We're going to go ahead and select ILS. And we'll take it off here. Pretty good. Here come the brakes. Brakes are in. That is on. Minimum armed. And we're going to go flaps right on down to 11. The cool thing about the MD-80 like this is we can get this airplane, you know, all the way down to flap 24 with no gear warning, which is really cool. And the speed, like look at that, right? We could go, look at your flap speed, you know, 178. So maximum speed, we're talking 240, you know, 240 knots, max flap. That's insane. That means we can drop 28, right, or 40 with 240 knots. That's crazy. Look at that, you guys. Oh, sorry, 195. That's it. 40, flap 40, 195. We are ready. We're good to go with flaps 40 if we wanted to. I don't want to do that because that's very inefficient. But
Number 737 Zulu Juliet, procedure.
I would be turning right now.
Volunteer.
There it goes. And the localizer is captured. Nice and easy. There we go.
737 Juliet.
Roger. Now I'm looking for localizer is tracked. Looking for the glide slope next. That's our next cue. We're going to slow the aircraft down. After we get to shoe, that's about 2, 3, about 4.
The wind's 140 at 6, runway 10 right, clear to land.
Cover the winds, 10 right, clear to land, riptide 5800. Okay, we're gonna go ahead in there and drop flap 28. If the airplane doesn't get back on course, we've got it. All right, I'm gonna slow to speed now. Give me flap 40 and gear coming down, and we'll run the checklist. Final check.
Derek 4831, runway 27,
down.
taxi via Juliet
Ignition.
Set to alpha.
Auto spoilers and auto brakes.
Armed.
Flaps and slats.
Set and checked.
Landing clearance.
Received.
Final
yeah, that's
check
fine.
completed.
Dang. Guy, what's the wind here? This is insane. Look at this freaking crosswind. Holy crap. Hold on. Can we get a wind check?
Where at?
I'm sorry, we're in Columbus.
Columbus winds 140 at 6.
Roger, thank you. Okay, I've got the aircraft. I've got the auto throttle. It's coming off. I don't like what I'm seeing here. That's insane, man. Look at this crosswind. It's 30 knots. Holy crap. 1,000.
66 on Cleveland Center, 119.87. Good night.
That is not right, you guys.
119.87. Thanks for
150 at 6. That is some strong upper winds, you guys. That's insane. This thing is maximum is 30. It's cooling down now, but maximum is 35.
Approaching 10 right.
Right, I'm taking it out right now. That was a wicked crosswind. I got 12. We're good. Jeez. I'll get your heart rate up. It's like, wait a minute. Oh, APU, I wanted to turn on. Dang it. It's all right. We get it when we land. Okay, gear down, speed brakes, armed. We got 300. Slight on the high side. We got the runway clear.
Blue 777, kind of Kansas 125.72. Good night.
Do a little duck under here, just because I want to stick it.
125.72, JetBlue 777. Have a good night.
20. 10.
Come on, you bugger.
Spoilers deployed.
Reversers.
Indy American 403.
Okay,
American
off the brakes, my
Indianapolis,
plane.
Center, good evening.
60 knots.
Welcome to Columbus, you guys. All right, that's good. Another one in the books.
Riptide 5800, Delta 5, Delta to park. Have a good night.
All right, Delta 5, Delta to park. We'll see you. Thanks, Riptide 1500.
Denver 4831, the Cincinnati winds 150 at 14, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
After landing check. All right, guys, that was absolutely perfect. I mean, in terms of getting off the runway, the landing wasn't great, but it was good for us. I'm going to go around this way.
Parkers. Oh, you're already, never mind.
We got Charlie 5 we got off of, and I wanted to get off on Charlie 4, so we could have rolled down just another little bit.
Delta 2714, can I get land at 132.907? Good night.
Slots coming up.
about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying.
Southwest 1593 Indianapolis Center, climb maintain flight level 230.
Southwest 1593.
Delta 2714, connect Atlanta 132.907.
And the reason why I'm going this way, I'm going to swing it back around. That's why. Just so you guys know what I'm doing.
Southwest 1593, climb maintain flight level 350.
Butter. Thanks, guys.
Southwest
I don't know what it was.
1593,
How was
climb
it?
maintain flight level 350.
Was it a good landing? Or was it crap?
Endeavor 4831, radar contact, say altitude.
I mean, for me, it's where I land, right? I think we did all right. I wanted to land within the
4831,
first
thanks, climb maintain flight level
third of the
290,
runway.
direct
We
to
made it.
Hagel, resume the
So we're
departure.
doing a ramp 54 here.
Delta 2714, Indy.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut off number 2. Nope.
United 52, leaving Myers Space, Memphis is closed, frequency change approved, good night.
2's off. Throw that back on the bus. All right, let's go. 54 is the ramp here. Okay, we're gonna have to play this game. Nope. Was not the first one.
1593 Indianapolis Center, are you here?
Maybe it's that parking 7.
Southwest 1593 to Raleigh, Durham, are you here?
Come on, what the heck, man? I don't know what parking it is. I forgot what it was. Was it 8? Gosh, I can't. I'm trying to remember. Was it 18?
Next 502 Indianapolis Center, hello.
Indianapolis Center, Southwest 1593, sorry, we disconnected MSPS with you, we're back out.
Southwest 1593, climb maintain for level 350.
Climb maintain 350, Southwest 1593.
No, it should be closer over here by this aviation thing. Gosh. Sean, I forgot. Where is it? Sorry, I missed you. I was watching a hockey game. Well, don't tell me if the Rangers are playing, because they're playing tomorrow. Yeah, that's all good. 137. No, that's pretty good. It's got to be somewhere here, and I can't remember where the heck it was. You know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to stop the aircraft here just for a minute. Let's take a peek at something.
Maintain for level 210, that'll be your final.
Ow. Yeah, you didn't miss much, Pop. I'm looking to see, because we just went here to Columbus. So Pittsburgh, Buffalo. Here we go. You didn't write the dang gate down, idiot. Okay, let's see. Ramp 5. Okay, let's see if that does it for us. Let's go here. Click parking.
Southwest 1593, min altitude, maintain flight level 330, crossing traffic.
Southwest 1593.
Gosh, who was doing it for us? Lane
FedEx
Aviation.
502, proceed direct to Vinny.
Come on, dude. Okay, fine. Let's go park this thing. Okay, apparently not. It just doesn't match the paperwork. That's the problem. But it's right here. What is Sean saying? I think you're close. I know I'm close. Dang it. I feel like it's right here, but I forgot. Was it 18 or 17? Because we have different sceneries. So just bear with me. I think it's going to be somewhere in this region. I'm right where we need to be. I just don't know what the heck gate it was. Or, well, yeah, I'm parked at the wrong position. Well, that's great. Revoke parking services. So if it's not engines, I mean, if it's not 18, all right, whatever, dude. Park brake's coming on. We'll figure it out. Okay, it wants me to stop both engines here. All right, APU's online. Let's go and shut down the engine.
Set.
I'm surprised you didn't turn the dang windshield wiper on. All right, we're off the bus. The engine's spooling down outside. We're here. I'll throw this off. That's coming off. Let's go ahead and get the airplane deplaned.
Indianapolis Center, Delta 5615, climbing flight level 1.
Request deboarding. See, now we're at 15. That's it. 15.
Delta 5615, Indianapolis Center, Roger.
I don't think they have the lane aviation here, because that's who's supposed to do our ground handling is GAT. I thought I did this. Apparently not. Let's
Delta 5615, stay altitude. I show you climbing up 13.5. Your last assigned was 13,000. Stay altitude.
Yeah, we're just.
We'll just do Menzies for now. I've got to get all that working. All right, guys, we're here. I'm going to go ahead and throw this off. That's coming down. Doors open. We're going to go ahead and unlock that. Seatbelts off. Get off my plane. And then we will flood the cockpit because tomorrow we have a night flight. Another one. But that's it. Welcome to Lane Aviation. We got to drop that back door. So let's go ahead and get that aft door done. And I'm going to configure this, which I thought we had, but apparently not. And then I'll shut these pumps off. That's it. And lights are coming retract. Get those lights up from the wings. Good stuff. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio. Rangers will be playing Columbus tomorrow. And that is it for us, dude. I'm going to write some paperwork down. Just got to get our fuel loads and all that stuff. We'll shut off the aircraft. We'll get it ready. Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate everybody watching. Let's go ahead and write some paperwork, some stuff down. We always got to write stuff. There's paperwork, constant paperwork here. Like you just never can get away from it. Yeah, I know. A virtual airline has all these paperwork. We have a lot of paperwork to do. And I just guess that's standard. That's standard with the territory, right? So we're going to come down here, and I like to just put in our block in. We've blocked in at 0543. Probably 40. I took forever trying to get this stupid thing in. I think it's gate 15. We'll try that. And then the oil temperature and pressure. Well, it won't be. It'll be oil quantity, and that's 13 over 14 here. And then our hydraulics 15 over 16. And then the last thing I like to do is the fuel load. So we got 5,200 with 5,200. Nothing in the center. That's 4. That's 10.4. That's for tomorrow. So nice 10.4. I like to write this down. We had what? Medium auto brake. We have 143. I didn't write any of this down. 6,000, I think. We had 10,000. I'm sorry. I'd look at that and be like, wait, what? Landing distance available is 10,000 feet. We had 6,500 required. Flaps were 40 and 134, was it? What was our landing speed? 133. I was close. Cool. Let's go get paid with our ACAR system. Get it in the books, and we'll shut the aircraft down. There we go. We're going to do a full shutdown on this one just because we don't have any maintenance issues. Our tech log is clear. We had an MEL yesterday, but that got fixed. It had to be fixed yesterday, coming in out of Minneapolis. Yeah, thanks for the ride. You got, this is 24. No, this is 2020. I am going to be testing 24 tomorrow. So you members on YouTube, tomorrow we are going to be flying back to HPN. Hopefully we'll be in 2024. I'm going to be testing the MD-83 tomorrow, so we'll see how that works. I'm going to do a test flight before just to see if it's going to have, we run into bugs or anything like that. So thanks for watching, you guys. Appreciate it. And we will see you on the flip tomorrow. Probably going to be tomorrow evening. I got to hang out with the family and all that good stuff. So we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'm just going to go ahead and shut the aircraft down. And that's all I'm going to do. Now we burned was 10,300 on the burn. I got to write that down too to throw it in my logbook here. All right, that's it. Cool. And we'll go ahead and get this, we'll kind of get this right tomorrow in terms of just, you know, who's doing the services and what gate we need and all that stuff. Yeah, thanks, Sean. Thanks for the preparation. Want to thank Chris as well. Thank you for the technical expertise with it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on the flip side. Members out there, until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down. We'll see you guys next week.
Board the plane, it's summertime. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breeze the sky is cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe's so magic.